everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica and I make videos all about making and selling candles. And today's video is going to be about me just sharing some of the mistakes that I've made so far on Etsy. And I know that it's not always like a positive thing to be talking about like the mistakes that you made. It's better to just move on from it. But because I have this YouTube channel and I'm sharing everything about my candle business with you guys, I thought that it would be only fair and hopefully educational for the rest of you guys that are looking into starting your own candle business and you might be on Etsy. So I'm hoping that some of my mistakes that I made will help you guys. So that is basically the whole point of this video, is just to share with you guys some mistakes that I've made. So both of these mistakes took place yesterday on the same day, one right after another. So it was a fantastic day yesterday. So basically I woke up and I started to do my shipping for Etsy. So I usually do all of my shipping in the morning within the first half hour that I get up. So I get all of my items packaged up. I had 3 sales from Etsy and then 4 sales from eBay. So it was a really good weekend for me. And I dropped it off at the post office. It was great. I had an idea of what I was gonna do for the rest of the day. I had this post idea that I did on Instagram, and I needed to find a photo of me and my boyfriend. So I was looking through my computer trying to find photos, and every now and then I'll just go back to my Etsy store and just take a look at the front of it and just I don't know, I just like to go back and look at my Etsy store. I'm always just going back and looking at it, and I'll look back on old orders and just stuff like that. And I like to see if there's any new orders just in case Etsy didn't let me know. So I was looking through the old orders and I noticed on one of the orders that I shipped out, there was something different on it. It said marked as gift and then it said message included. And I was like, does that say that on all of those? So I clicked on it and it brought me to a separate area and it said that the order was marked as a gift, and then it gave me a message that that person wanted to send along with the candle to somebody else. I seriously, my heart dropped. Like my freaking heart dropped because I thought, oh my God, like I ruined this gift, because with all of my orders that I sent to everybody, I put a thank you note for the person who purchased it. And you might be thinking, okay, well, Erica, like wouldn't that give you, like, wouldn't you be able to see that the person who purchased it and the person that it was going to was different? And wouldn't that catch your eye? Yes and no. Only because there's a lot of times that people will use somebody else's account to pay for something, and I didn't think like, oh, this is a gift for this person. It's a different ball game than with eBay. It's the way that my mind is going with it, like, because people don't purchase, most of the time, as far as I know, people don't purchase gifts on eBay and then ship it to somebody else. I mean, with Etsy, it's just a little bit different. So this was my first experience with anybody clicking the gift option, and it just wasn't something that I was thinking about when I was shipping it out. So I saw it and I started freaking out, and my boyfriend's so great. He like calms me down and he's like, okay, well, you need to just do this. Contact the post office or contact wherever you dropped it off, see if they still have it. And because I dropped it off at around 9 o'clock and by now it's 12. And I'm like they already picked it up. Like they already picked it up. So I'm like on my phone, I'm like shaking, like I'm trying to type in the number to the UPS store, and I called them. I asked them if they'd be able to locate a package for me if it was still there. She asked if it was UPS. I'm like, no, it's USPS. And she's like, oh, they just picked up. Of course they did. And so I said, so there's no getting it now, right? She's like, no, there's nothing you can do. So that's great. And so I sat there just thinking, okay, well, what do I do? Like, how do I fix this? And so what I did was, you have to go back in situations like this. you have to go back to the basics of just morals in situations like this. So you just have to, I just fall back on honesty basically in situations. And if I look like an idiot, if I look like incompetent and I have no idea what I'm doing, it hurts me, because I hate to think that my business and my shop is being associated with being incompetent. But it's just one of those things that I have to just swallow my pride, and I have to be honest and tell people. So that's what I did. I reached out to them and I was completely honest. I wrote to her and I said, hey, like, I'm so sorry. I'm fairly new to Etsy and I didn't notice that the gift option was marked. I tried to contact the post office. I tried to get the package back. Like, I'm so sorry. And then I offered her, I said, hey, what I can do for you is I can ship out a second candle and include the message. I don't know if that's gonna be able to fix this situation, but that's, you know, that's what I can do for you. And luckily she was really understanding. She said that she understands that mistakes happen, but she would appreciate it if I would send out another candle with a message. And that was good enough for me. I mean, honestly, like, I would send out 5 candles if it means to make sure that my customer service is on point, because that's everything when it comes to brands. So I am willing to go above and beyond to try to help somebody in a situation like that. And it's not only just like my brand and, you know, is on the line or whatever. Like, I'm not thinking like, oh, my reputation is everything, but I was really just thinking like, I ruined a gift, like I ruined a present. And after I was done crying yesterday and I got that message, it made me feel a lot better that I could fix the situation. Like, I just want to make sure that I have an opportunity to fix it. And as long as people give me that opportunity, then everything's going to be okay. And you have to just do the best you can when situations like that come up. So I just felt the best by being honest in that situation. So I was really happy that she was okay with it and I was able to fix it. So I was able to fix mistake number 1, and mistake number 2 came right after. So actually, ironically, as I was packaging up the second candle, I got a new order in, and I was thinking like, wow, okay, like the universe is saying thank you. They're rewarding me by telling the truth and being honest and fixing that situation. So I looked down at what the candle is, and it kind of like caught my attention because I was thinking, I don't know if I have any more of those. So I look up at my shelf and I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. Like, I sold locally that candle a week before and I forgot to take down the listing. And I was searching through all my fragrance oils. I was like, can I make another one? Can I make another one? And I was looking at it and I found a little bit of it. I was like, I thought I had more of this scent, but then I forgot that a little while, like a few days before, I made some melts with that scent. So some of the scent was taken away, about half of it. So if I didn't make those melts, I would have had enough. So I just, for some reason, I didn't get as nervous about that one. I don't know why, but I had placed an order earlier for more scents from Candle Science, and that was one of the scents. So I was like, okay, like, I'll be able to get this sent in. It said that my order for Candle Science is gonna arrive on the 23rd. And my shipping time on Etsy is 1 to 3 days. So I would have to ship out on the 23rd to be on time with my Etsy order. And I knew, like, there's no way that I'm going to get an order in between 10 and 2, make a scent, have it be able to set up, and then wrap it up and be able to ship it and have it be in good enough condition to be able to do that. So I didn't want to just like rush it. So I was just going back and forth in my head. I was like, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, it sucks because I, once again, feel like I'm just looking like I'm super incompetent and I have no idea what I'm doing. And this whole inventory thing, the way that this inventory is versus this inventory, so different, because with these ones, there's only one of each item. So if I have it listed, I have it available for the most part. I believe there's been maybe one instance where there's like a glitch or something where I didn't have the item anymore. But with my candles, I need to make sure that I am constantly focusing on inventory and what I have and what I don't have, especially when I'm selling locally. So being up to date on inventory is everything with this. So what I ended up doing was this morning, I reached out to her. And again, completely honest. And with this one, with the other one, it's more understandable, I feel, because you overlooked something that's kind of like off to the side, and like, you know, you definitely overlooked it. With this, yes, I overlooked it, but that's way more of something that's my mistake. You know, that's way more something that looks like I'm just, I have no idea what I'm doing. And so I wrote this message to her, and I was straight up honest, like, hey, I think I started off both the messages like, I just want to be honest with you about the situation in regards to your candle. I told her that I sold it locally a week ago. I forgot to take it off of my listing, and luckily I do have another scent coming, or more supplies coming in the mail soon, so I'll be able to still make it for you and ship it out, but it's going to be about 2 days later, so 2 days after, which would be 5 days since she placed the order, which is like ridiculous that I'm even going to be shipping it out that late. So for me, shipping is really important. So you need to be shipping things out really quickly. I like to ship out, if somebody orders on a Tuesday, I'll ship it out on a Wednesday. So within 24 hours, I like to ship things out. If something comes up, maybe 2 days, but at the most 2 days. So the fact that it's going to be about 5 days before I ship it out, I absolutely hate that. So I told her that I would give her another candle along with it, and she could pick either the same scent or another scent, because she's going to be waiting the extra couple of days for shipping. So luckily she was really sweet, and she's actually a subscriber, so she was really sweet about it, and she did pick another scent, so I'm happy to send that to her, honestly. And it makes me feel so much better that I was able to be honest about the situation and tell them up front, instead of trying to give so many excuses and, you know, try to get around the situation, or not doing anything at all. Because in the first one, I could have just pretended like I never saw it, and you know, I could have just done that, but I didn't, because it just broke my heart. And I guess with the second one, I could have just shipped it out 2 days late and just looked like I shipped things out way over the time that I promised on Etsy, but that's not something I want to do either. So I want to make sure that I'm giving everybody a good experience on my Etsy shop, and if that means swallowing my pride and sending out a message and telling them honestly what was going on and what happened, then that's how I'm going to do it. So I'd rather just continue to do that from now on, and hopefully I'll learn from these mistakes and won't do them again. But I know that we're only human and things happen like this, and even though it seemed like it was just kind of all bunching up on me in one day, and I just felt like I was going crazy, just like really down on myself yesterday, I just feeling like I wasn't, you know, cut out for this, and I'm not good at what I'm doing, when it is what it is, and it happens, and I fixed it. And that's really all that matters, is that when problems come up, it's not a matter of dwelling on the problems, it's more of just cutting to how can I fix this. So that's really what I want to have you guys take away from this video, is that when there's problems that come up, just look for the solution, and remember that honesty is always the best way to go when you're looking to fix a situation. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my story time video today of the mistakes that I've made on Etsy thus far. And if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, please leave them in the comment section below, as well as give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.